Let's go with the news.
Bobby's Big
Stories.
As of November last year, the average lifespan for men in the United States was just over 73 years. 6 years less than women. Women are about 79. So men 73, women 79. And they say and this is about drinking and life expectancy if you drink. And your lifestyle obviously plays a huge role in determining whether you'll hit that 73. Also genetics, huge role. Like we play with the hand we're dealt, but we just try to make a better hand out of the hand we're dealt.
Yeah, because sometimes people live to 101 and the news is like, tell us what you've done. And they're
Pork
like, beer and
rinds.
bacon.
Smoking cigarettes and snorting pork rinds. Yeah, I agree. According to their research, having just 2 alcoholic drinks per week could erase between 5 to 6 days off your life.
5 to 6 days?
Every time you have 2 drinks
I'm dead.
a week.
Oh, yeah.
Soon, yeah.
I'm dying tomorrow.
Yeah, it's coming, guys.
The log's sticking.
So, and that, I mean, is that a good trade-off? Like couple party days to lose 6 days of your life at the end, where maybe your quality of life isn't so great.
Oh, man, I don't know. You got me rethinking this drinking thing.
Well, good for you. You've kind of peaked. And so when you do it, you still go hard, but you don't do it as much.
Right, but man, that means I'm knocking 6 days off of. Gosh.
Now, again, this isn't for everybody because genetics play a big role. For some people, it could be 9 days, 10 days. But for some, it could
don't
be
say
2.
that.
Well, genetics, again, a lot of people are like, just live the healthiest life and you'll live forever. Not true. Some people are born genetically extremely skinny and they can't put on weight. Or they're born extremely overweight and it's 10 times more difficult to lose weight. And I think sometimes that's lost on the society we live in. We just look at people and judge them without going, man, a lot of stuff that we're dealt, we can't really get rid of that. We can try to manipulate it a bit, but it's hard that if everybody I have a bunch of cancer in my family. If everybody in my family has cancer, odds are at some point I'm gonna have to fight something. Odds are in that area.
Yeah, I have to change that narrative in my brain all the time. Like I tell myself that story too, because it is true with both my parents and my grandparents. And I'm like, ugh, I freak out about cancer, but then I'm like, no, I'm not going to freak out about it because I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to get cancer.
I like that.
Yeah, I don't.
I like that you think that.
My body is gonna.
And maybe you were teetering on the
off.
borderline anyway, but you're leading such a healthy lifestyle that whatever the factors that got to your family will not get to you.
Potentially, yeah.
Right. No, you can't be potential now, but then you'd be like, I'm not getting cancer. You gotta
I know. It's like a seesaw. Like I'm.
It's like addiction with me, right?
Yeah.
I know. My mom died of it. My uncle died of it. Other family members have died of it. Like I know it's in me. I feel that I get addicted to things big time.
Like your phone.
I don't think I'm addicted to my phone.
I
love it.
Boy.
I love.
There's a difference in loving something and being addicted to it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm addicted right now.
That's what they say.
To sports cards, looking them up, buying them, trading them. Like I'm addicted. I can feel the addiction there. But I'm not addicted to my phone.
Okay,
I use my phone to look up sports cards.
Exactly.
No,
it's a.
I've given up my phone for multiple days. I'm fine. But if I have the access to it, it's like work. On vacation, because I didn't have access to you guys, I was just at home, I didn't care. I was good. I didn't really feel the need to just like work. If you gave me one little pathway to get some stuff done, I would have, but I didn't have it, so I was fine. It's like my phone. You take it away, I'll miss it, but I'm okay.
But your memorabilia right now, you take that away, will you be okay?
Right now, no, I'm deep. Okay. Deep. Hawk Tuah girl, back in the news. She got paid $30,000 for an appearance at the Hard Rock in Hollywood, Florida. She was also honored for hitting 1 million Instagram followers.
Wow.
Dang. What did she do at her appearance? Like just
You don't want to know.
no.
So I was like, what in the world?
No, not that.
What did she do?
For those that, not just meet people, probably get up there and go, Hawk Tuah, spin on that thing.
Wow.
For those that don't know, we talked about it on the podcast yesterday. If you subscribe to the podcast, you'll hear the radio show. But we do a bunch more other than just the radio show. We can talk about things on the podcast that we can't really get into here because of like federal rules. And I've already been fined $1 million, so I don't want to walk down that road again. But she said, Hawk Tuah, spit on that thing, talking about an act, a sexual act. And it was just a joke, but she went wildly viral. And now she's got 1 million followers. She's famous. She got an agent. Got paid $30,000 for an appearance. Life is good. It's just, it'd be tough to be her aunt and uncle and grandma and grandpa.
Yeah.
I know. I've watched the videos. Like, I'm rooting for her because she doesn't not deserve it. She did something, capitalize on it. She has a brief period to capitalize on as much as possible. I'm hoping she finds something that she's good at and can do for a long time while she has this little bit of shine for a limited time.
My sister was at Zach Bryan when she came out on stage there, but she didn't know who she was, and for a minute she thought, I think someone from the crowd has gotten on stage, and like security needs to come, because she was up there singing and said some of the words she didn't really know, like she didn't think she belonged there. But then later she found out, like, oh, she was invited and was supposed to be there. And then we Googled it later when she got home, and I found out. That's when I learned all about her. But for a minute, my sister thought, security needs to get this girl.
Yeah. She was like, that was her unveiling, too. Like, she'd been in hiding.
Yeah.
Or she just hadn't been out. And we'd heard all these rumors. I watched another video from her this morning because she's in my algorithm now, where she's like, I was not a teacher. She was doing true or falses. And I don't know what the it is about her yet, but I hope she finds it and is able to really capitalize off of it. Mm-hmm. Because it was kind of thrust onto her. She was just on Broadway here in Nashville. That's where everybody goes. It's the tourist. She's from Tennessee, and she was just like, hawk to us, spit on that thing. That clip, I always felt bad for the guy who was doing the interviews. He's got no shine.
I know.
He's the one that got it.
Well, he didn't say it.
What about his video, though? Did he get paid for that, probably?
Maybe but everybody stole it.
Oh, man. It's his content.
I'm rooting for her, and the only advice that I would give her is you're only going to be desirable for people to want to hire you for 2 or 3 months, but what you can do is create new desire for people to hire you by finding what you're good at and spending a lot of time investing in that. When you could just be flying around doing appearances, making some money, do that, but find what you're good at and invest into that right now, because this is going to go away. And the best person I ever saw do it was Elizabeth Hasselbeck. And this is forever ago. She went on Survivor, like season 2 or whatever. And she was like the darling. And she immediately turned that into a spot on The View. And The View wasn't as big then, or maybe it just hadn't been around as long. But I remember going, that's the smartest thing I've ever seen, because she could have easily just been Elizabeth from the Survivor, done some Survivor stuff, some appearances, but she immediately went to work doing what she was good at. Turned into a whole career. Because people could always been like, that's the girl from Survivor. No, we don't think of her as that. We think of her as Elizabeth Hasselbeck, the commentator. So I hope she does that. That'd be really cool.
So what's her real name?
Talk to a girl?
No.
No idea.
Haley Welch.
Haley Welch.
Welch. I believe it's Welch.
Okay. Cool.
Morgan, do you know her?
Oh, yeah. She's all.
No, do you know her?
Oh, no. I mean, I know her from the internet.
Yeah.
You guys don't hang out?
No,
It is weird, though,
I think
to watch
she's like early 20s.
It's weird to watch like the American Idol. I mentioned this on the podcast, style pieces
Vignettes.
they're doing on her, meaning not other sources, like their social media teams, like putting out, this is her hometown. It's like I kind of root for her to win The Voice now.
But she's not on
But she's
it.
not even on The Voice.
Yeah.
Like, I'm emotional.
Turn your chair around.
Yeah, so Haley Welch, I'm rooting for you. I don't know you. Take an unfortunate thing that you said that people loved, and I hope you turn it into gold. And make a little money and have fun while you're at it, but definitely go to work. All right, cool. Man, I have so much more, but I want to play this song. Let me do one more news story. A shirtless man was caught on camera as he ran from police on the tarmac of Los Angeles International Airport on Saturday. I would love to see a police chase if they're chasing a naked man. He wasn't fully naked, but how funny would that be if a naked guy comes running by and police are chasing him? Because you know he doesn't have a gun.
Yeah, he's naked.
He's naked. That would be the ultimate. So the bizarre ordeal happened around 6 a.m. He's just running, and he's on the tarmac running by airplanes.
Oh, my gosh.
In shorts. It's like he's going for a jog. And cops are chasing him. They finally tackle him like when someone runs on a football field and the security nails him. They finally got him like that. CBS News with that story. That's the news. Thank you.
Those were Bobby's Big
Stories.
This guy's name is Styles. It's one word, Styles. He's a country boy. Don't be confused with Harry Styles, who is not a country boy, who I also really like, by the way. But his name is just Styles. This guy's good. This song is called 100%. Bobby Bone Show. A guy in town won $1 million, the Mega Millions. And Lunchbox has been and bought lottery tickets at this gas station. Not recently, but has bought tickets. And so he was like, oh, I almost won. So you went yesterday and talked to the people there?
Yeah, it was all the buzz, man. Everybody was talking about it. I got out of my car and customers in the parking lot were talking about
Are
it.
you being serious?
Dead serious.
Here we go.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Did you sell the $1 million ticket?
We think so. We think that me and her did.
You think it's you or her?
Yeah, I know we sold it. Yeah.
Why do you think that?
Because we worked the night.
Oh, and so it was sold at night.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so cool. Does it feel amazing that you made someone a millionaire?
Yeah.
But you wish it was you.
Yeah, hopefully they'll come back in here.
And
Yeah. Break bread with us.
yeah, like, hey, here, you bless me, I bless you, because I come here all the time. I'm always asking people for lucky, like, oh, give me some luck, and nothing's happened so far. So next time I'm coming back to you. You're gonna give me that lucky million, right?
Yeah.
High five. All right.
Good night.
You too.
What'd you say?
You're going to give me that lucky million.
Oh, it sounded like that blanking million.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
Yeah, wow.
No.
Yeah, that's funny.
Her or her coworker.
Why'd you not buy one from her right then?
Didn't think about that.
Wait, how?
You're like,
She got
when
the
did I
hot
come
hand.
back?
She got the hot hand, man.
I
What
didn't
were you
think about it.
buying?
I just bought milk so I could talk to him.
You got to buy a ticket from the person that sold the ticket. That's a hot hand.
I can't be honest, I didn't even think about it.
Really?
I'm such an idiot. Like, I was so caught up in the hysteria going on around that gas station.
I didn't hear much hysteria. I heard like an air conditioner that was really loud.
Refrigerator.
I
Yeah,
am
whatever
telling you,
that was.
There was people out front talking. I mean, everybody was just buzzing. Everybody was smiling ear to ear, and they were just hoping that someone was coming back to give them a tip.
That's why they were hoping.
Yeah.
If you win at a certain gas station, you don't have to go back to the gas station, right?
No,
Like you can never go back.
never go back.
I was reading a story, and it's the dumbest story, but I was so interested in it on hot dog etiquette. I like hot dogs a lot. I don't eat a lot of them, but I like hot dogs a lot. But then I read this whole story about hot dog etiquette, and I'm not the most etiquette hot dog eater, apparently. Don't use a cloth napkin to wipe your mouth when eating a hot dog. Only paper. Now, I don't use cloth napkins. Hardly ever, period. But I never thought about not using a cloth napkin. Like if there's one, I don't go, etiquette says.
Okay.
I shouldn't use the cloth.
Is
Never-
that because ketchup or mustard? Like, what is that?
It just says don't use a cloth napkin. I don't know. I guess it's not keeping it real if you're using cloth. Eat hot dogs on buns with your hands. If there isn't a bun, you can use a fork, but don't eat a hot dog in a bun with a fork.
Got it.
I wouldn't do that either. You know what? If I see somebody eating a hot dog with a fork and a bun, they should probably go to jail.
What about a pizza?
They're probably up to other stuff too. You jail.
Okay.
Jail.
Yeah. Weirdo jail.
Hamburger?
Not for years. With a bun? Yeah, jail. Not for years, but enough to investigate you because you're up to no good in other parts of your life. Use paper plates to serve hot dogs. Never use dinner plates or glass plates. Don't take more than 5 bites to finish a hot dog. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me think this. 1, 2, 3. I'm a 7 biter.
7?
At least.
What? Do you have the extra long hot dog?
Oh boy.
Yeah, I think it should be like
Oh,
a
boy.
4 bites.
Really?
Yeah, they're not. Hot dogs aren't that big, dude.
Yeah, they're not.
I mean, are
Look,
you taking
here's the
little
thing,
kid
I'm-
bites?
If it's me, I'm grabbing a huge wiener.
Right.
Now,
Well,
if
then
you get
7 bites, yeah.
if you get a foot long, nah, it's different.
It does say foot-long wiener, 7 bites are acceptable. I'm more of a 7-bite guy. I like to chew it all the way down, get it all the way down. And after eating a hot dog, there's a good chance you're a tad bit messy, so you should go to the bathroom and clean yourself up after every hot dog.
Yeah, who
came
wrote
up with
this?
this?
And I thought this was the dumbest story, but I was so intrigued at the kind of person that would think and write or come up with hot dog etiquette. And the jokes they probably made, like we just made, while doing this story. Robert Earl Keen is on my Bobbycast today. And so Robert Earl Keen, Texas music legend, Texas country legend. And so play a little bit, Ray, of The Road Goes On Forever.
When the law came busting in, the road goes on forever, and the party never ends.
I feel like Lunchbox would sing that song all the time.
Yep.
That was like that song reminds me of you and us living in Texas. And thinking about him, he's been around for a long time. Super nice guy. Loved him. Great stories. But what intrigued me the most, he basically has a photographic memory because he used to write poetry all the time. His mom would make him recite poetry when he was a kid. But here, listen to this.
Numbers do just flash up in my head, and like if someone, somebody, I know all the president's birthdays. I know tons and tons of people's birthdays. I know them in an order.
So I jumped on it and was like, all right, let's go. William McKinley.
It's the 29th of January. I just I knew numbers, and I'm not like an academic about presidents, but I do like the presidents. And I thought, well, I could just memorize all these guys from George Washington all the way through Biden, and I bet I could do it. And it didn't take me very long at all. So I just memorized them.
I just threw him. Taft, nailed it.
That's crazy.
Roosevelt, now just nailed it.
That
it
is
was
so
wild
random.
how he could remember
Weird.
all of that. The Bobby Cast, it's a podcast I do from my house. Artists, writers, creatives come over. We spend an hour talking to each other. Robert Earl Keen is the episode that is up now. I hope you check it out. Go search for the Bobby Cast wherever you listen to podcasts. This is a kind of a fun couple weeks for me. It's always weird coming back from vacation. We had a little time off because you have so much to do. And then we're going, after we finish the show Thursday, we're going to fly to Arizona. And we're going to somehow, Thursday evening, if you live in Tucson, we're going to be there. The sports guys, me, Eddie, we're going to go do Too Much Access at the University of Arizona football with their head coach, a couple of their players. And then we're going to do a podcast there in Tucson somewhere. I don't know where. We're going to find a place to do a podcast.
Like a podcast where people can come and watch?
Yeah, why not? We'll just say where we are. When we went to the Cardinals to work with them, we just went outside the stadium, did a podcast. We said, we're here. Listeners just came by. It was awesome.
Just like in a parking lot?
That's basically what we did.
Yeah, pretty much.
So we're going to do it in Tucson Thursday. We have no plan as to where, but if you're in Tucson, you listen to the show, we're going to be there. So we do that Thursday. We'll do the show from Arizona Friday. Then I go play in the Major League Baseball softball game, the All-Star game at Ranger Stadium, which is really cool, on Saturday. Then we're back here to the show Monday. Then we fly to Portland. And then we go to the University of Oregon and work out with the Oregon football team.
The
which
Ducks.
is super cool. So in Portland, we're going to do something as well, probably Tuesday night. So I'm saying Tucson, no, and Portland, no. We're coming. We don't know where. It's not planned.
So it's not like an official thing where they need to get anything.
Not
They
that I
just
know
show
about.
up
Not that I
and
know
they
about. We just want to meet everybody we can, and we're going to go do the podcast.
That's cool.
And then we go to Steve Young's house on Wednesday morning.
Nobody can show up there, though.
No.
For what? Like breakfast?
Interviews.
Oh.
Oh, breakfast would be nice.
I know. We tell him. I messaged him. We did a segment where it was like, these are the 5 people I've met that I geeked out. And I put Steve Young, Super Bowl champion quarterback, Hall of Famer. And he texted me. I don't know how he got my number, but he got my number. And he was like, what up? I'm listening. And I'm like, that's crazy. And we've organized it. He's like, just come to the house. I was like, give me your assistant and I'll set it up. And he was like, bro, it's just me. And I was like, that's so cool.
That's awesome.
It's awesome.
It's awesome. It's like living out boyhood dreams as a man.
Yeah, because you're going to go.
Older
Andy,
man.
You're going to go from baseball to football,
Yeah, and like Steve Young, I'm going to have to play it cool and be like, what's up, Steve? But really inside, I'm like, oh my God.
But don't you think at the baseball thing, you're going to see like
Different
sports legends?
college athletes or kids. So that's
Okay.
cool. Dan Lanning is their head coach. That'll be cool. But I wasn't a kid and admired Dan Lanning. Now I'm like, that's cool. He's a great coach. But Steve Young, when I was a child, I was like, that dude's awesome. Left-handed quarterback. I was left-handed. Number 8, 49ers. It's cool.
I'm trying to think as an adult now, like what I would get pumped about that y'all
Somebody
like.
that was a kid, when you were a kid, you thought was cool. George Strait.
Yeah. I guess I'm just like, it's like a whole thing. Like y'all have a lot of different places that you go and things you geek out about. With
Mostly sports, honestly.
I get it. But I'm like, what could I go do that would like be so amazing? Like y'all are living out all your childhood fantasies. Most of them,
We have
Is that what we're doing?
3 NFL teams that invited us up. We're going in a few weeks too.
Right.
I'm trying to make the team.
That's cool. You're not going to make the
You
team.
never know. I've been training.
That's fun.
I've been training.
Yeah.
All right. So if you're in Tucson or Portland, we're going to be there the next couple weeks. All right. Thank you.